Welcome back to our channel, the sports channel, Discovery Sports. Again, we are still with my colleague, Abdurrahman, and I'm your host, Mustafa K. Chosen. Abdurrahman.
Yes.
Euro 2024 is still ongoing.
Euro 2024 still.
A lot of events have been arising, unexpected events. Last night, England struggled to come back from behind. They were gone. At the last minutes of the second half, Jude Bellingham surprised us with a bicycle kick. And guess what? It was a draw game, 1-1. The match went to extra time, and Harry Kane came up with a winner. So that England emerged victors to go through to quarterfinals, the round of 8. What was your view? What is your view about that game that was played?
Thank you very much, Mustafa K. Chosen. About that, I was very happy. Yesterday's matches, I think they're one of the most entertaining matches through the Euros because, first of all, just like you said, England was drowning. And recently I told you about one boy, and that boy is called Palmer. I told you it takes minutes if that boy enters into the match. And you saw when he entered, things changed because Saka had to switch from the right wing, and he came, switched numbers with Cole Palmer. He came a little bit in a different position. Yeah. But when Palmer entered, people are not talking about Cole Palmer. They're all saying Jude Bellingham, Jude Bellingham. I know Jude is a good player. I know he saved England in the 95th minute. But trust me, he was lost in the last 2 matches. In yesterday's match, in the 90 minutes, he was nowhere to be seen. I won't say he's lucky. I know he's experienced, but there's more luck to his gameplay. Because the volley was so good, but he was lost in the 90 minutes. Though, he managed to carry his team.
But those are the moments where we defer big players for the big games.
Okay, exactly. There are moments, but
big moments.
We need more. We need more. If you're competing for the Euro, you're competing to go to the finals of the Euro. You saw teams perform like Spain.
Yeah.
I know you've not talked about that yet. You're going to talk about it, but you can see how fully packed, how well organized they are within their game of play, the style of play, the defense to the right and left wingers, how they pass the ball, how they dribble past defenders to enter the box. And they bring problems to the defenders. How you can see people struggling to defend when they're playing against Spain. England, although managed to beat a team that I expected England to win because I know this team was not that strong. Only that it had scored first. Yeah. So England had to look for that goal because they are very defensive in their gameplay. They were not so much possessing the ball during their style of play. But I think England needs to play Cole Palmer more, give him a lot of minutes to make changes in the game. To make changes in the game, create more chances.
I think Southgate went back to the drawing board and made correction because he was pressurized by the fans and the critics and the pundits. Then I think he made some changes in the squad, and I think that's why we can see England proceeding to the next level.
Exactly. The changes he made came at the very right time. If you look at how Ivan Toney was brought in, no one cared about him entering the match because he entered very late, but he's strong, very determined. He's not had enough of gameplay, so he's very hungry for game time. He wants to play to show the coach that I can do better. So he came and no one focused on him, but he was strong. He needs to give Cole Palmer more playing time. I think because of the pressure you talked about is why Cole Palmer entered in the 67th minute, something like that. So that was enough time for him to create. So if he adds in more time, they will do better and better.
So how far are you seeing England reaching in these competitions?
England, I don't think.
In case Southgate puts those changes in place.
Of course, the teams left within the quarterfinals are tight.
Yeah.
Very, very hard matches to watch because nowadays, as teams go on, the ones that leave have been already approved to be weaker teams. But if you look at how England is playing, and if Southgate gets the right decisions, many people are mocking England. They're laughing at it. They be like playing the most boring, football. But things happen in football, my friend.
Yeah.
England might get to the finals of the Euros. And people will wonder because they're all saying by chance. But trust me, it has a lot of talents. If properly used, they can go to the finals. So people have to enjoy England. Let them watch Southgate's decisions, just like yesterday's match.
A lot of events, unexpected events, wonders are going on in the ongoing Euro competitions.
Yes.
We shall be bringing you a lot of news and updates happening in the competition.
Mr. Mustafa, you didn't talk about Spain. I was expecting to talk about Spain.
Oh, Spain.
Yes, the most entertaining football yesterday was Spain.
Nico Williams and Yamal. They were really a trouble to the opponent.
Exactly. That was a very... people are not talking about Spain. They're not taking it serious. They were not so much focused on how it's performing. It wasn't until yesterday that these young boys gave out their best to the fans of football worldwide. And people get to start thinking about Spain playing into the finals because of how they pass the ball. The young talents of the team, like Lamine Yamal, how they dodge, how they possess the ball, the pressure in the wing from Nico Williams, the young boys like Pedri, they're all fresh, looking fresh. They scored very many goals yesterday. I'm only scared that in most cases when a team gets to score these goals, 3, 4, 5 goals, there is a match that comes and they are looking for these goals and they cannot get even one. I know things have happened like in the Champions League. Look at a team that scores 5 goals in a quarter-final. Then it gets to the semi-final or a match that's going to take them to the final, and they cannot produce these goals. So I think they also have to be lenient about how they score goals. They have to be demanding and yearning, come in the next match as if they've not played, as if they've not scored these many goals.
Before we go into today's matches, on that very game, Spain versus Georgia. Spain, I think they have gained momentum in the competition, smashing 4 goals to 1 against Georgia, as one of the stubborn teams that have proceeded to the round of 16. Rodri emerged to be the man of the match. We have seen Rodri being consistent in the midfield. We have seen Nico Williams. He scored a very stunner, a very nice goal. A curl from the left wing, and then he curled to the far corner. We have seen Yamal performing to the expectation. They have brought their A game. Generally, Spain, among the favorite countries to emerge victorious in these competitions. I think they have gained momentum. Then add on German, they have also gained momentum. So we are yet to see these other favorites. England hasn't yet gained momentum. France hasn't yet gained momentum. And now they are locking horns with Bellingham, France.
Yeah, exactly. Spain, if you look at how the very things you've said about their game of play, the young players they have within the team, how they pass the ball, how they are yearning to enter the box and score goals, how Nacho is very hungry for goals, how the entire team is very good. So I cannot forget about to talk about that the boy of Georgia, Kvaratskhelia, who has played his good football. You can see he's carrying Georgia by his own because he was very, very key. He was key in making Georgia very proud because he helped the team beat Portugal. To them, that was big news. That is why they celebrated a lot. And yesterday, they also celebrated after they had scored that goal from when they got their own goal from Spain. But Kvaratskhelia has done very, very much. Although they left, but he's a talent to watch, and he might be signed from Napoli to any other big team. So we are yet to see more of these kind of players.
Yeah,
The young players that have not been given enough attention,
Yeah.
people are going to attend to them, and they will be able to be signed by many teams because they needed them. They need them to win games, and Spain is one of those teams everyone has to look at.
Now, thank you so much, Abdurrahman.
Yes.
Let's dive into today's big match,
Yes.
big game.
Yes.
It's a top rival,
Yes.
a rivalry game
Yes.
for France against Belgium. The recent form, France has won 3 matches out of the 6 and drew 3. And Belgium has lost 1, drew 2, and won. The recent form is on the side of France.
Exactly.
Unlike with Belgium. And of recent, I think definitely Belgium is holding the highest chances against France in all competitions. But at big stages, France has that upper hand against Belgium. We can remember of recent in the World Cup semi-finals, they managed to win Belgium, and of recent in the Euro 2020, they also managed to emerge victors against Belgium. So I think the history is on the side of France on big stage games. So where do you see this rival game tonight?
Tonight, first of all, I want to say and put this clear, France is very good in terms of defense. It's very good in terms of defense. If you look at players like Koundé, Upamecano, Saliba, these are very strong people at the back. It's going to be very hard for Belgium to penetrate. Although, for the impact of Kevin De Bruyne,
Yeah.
he's very intelligent. He's very sensitive. He knows how to pass the balls to Lukaku. The only bad thing about Lukaku is that it needs him 10 chances for him to convert 2 or 1 goal. But he's a good striker, because if you wonder him being a bad striker, then you should go to the facts. He's one of the top scorers of Belgium national team.
Yes.
So you cannot call him a flop. So the only thing is that the defense of France is going to be very hard. The only one thing I think that is going to cost France is the striking, because from the possible lineup I expect today, I expect him to bring back Griezmann. I've not seen Griezmann, Mbappe, and Thuram. And I said, Griezmann is not playing to his best.
Yeah.
He is. I don't know if he's getting old. I don't know if he's just weak. I don't know if he's having problems within, because when he gets balls, he's going to miss them. He's not going to be tactical. He's not ready to press the team. But as for Mbappe, you come into the game knowing he's going to score. So I think he's going to score today. But at the same time, Belgium, because of Kevin De Bruyne and many talents like Doku, because Doku is one of those people who come and breaks the entire defense, because he comes as he's joking until he enters your box. When he enters your box, you might knock him down for the other team to get a penalty, and you might be penalized for that, and you concede. But as for France and Belgium, this is a must-watch. People have to go and look out for this match. These last games are games of moments, games of drama. But I expect France, because of I had forgotten to talk about Kante.
Yeah, N'Golo
Kante is one person I come to watch. At his age, the club he plays for, the Arab, from the Saudi League, you wouldn't expect him to play like this. But he is everywhere. Kante is everywhere. So the Belgium side should watch out for Kante, but still they need to score more goals. France needs to score more goals, because those people do their part. Apart from Upamecano, I don't think he's such a strong defender.
Yeah.
I've seen, at least from the defense that France has,
Saliba.
he's one of the weakest.
But they haven't
But for
conceded
Saliba,
a lot. They
Saliba
have
is
conceded only.
but from the few mistakes, you
Yeah.
see Upamecano is the one making those mistakes. Upamecano is the one putting you to the pedestal. You might expect a penalty anytime, because he's panicking.
So aggressive and
Very aggressive, panicking. But Saliba uses IQ. Does not just come and kick the ball, no. He
has
uses
a top game reading.
He has a good
ability.
game reading, exactly. He just looks for the ball first.
Yeah.
You don't know how he puts leg first on the ball.
Yeah.
Even if you fall down, his leg has gotten to the ball first. So his IQ is very, very different. Koundé, the same. But it's going to be a very interesting match, and I think France is going to win. Yeah.
Because they have been having a challenge of being so reckless in the final third. They can't convert their chances. I think Didier Deschamps has to find a remedy for that scoring wall. For that scoring wall for his forward players. The likes of Griezmann, Mbappe, Thuram, they have to be more clinical enough if they are to proceed and win this tournament. Because the tournament is won by scoring goals. And if your forward players, they cannot be so clinical in the final third, it means that you will be having problems scoring goals, and yet the goals are the ones making you victorious.
Exactly.
So what's your take on this? Would they come more lethal in this game tonight?
Just like Didier Deschamps said today. He spoke about how good they are, but they've not scored enough goals. They've not scored enough goals. The players in front have not been yearning for goals. And this is something they need. I know Deschamps is sitting these players down in the dressing room and telling them on what to do, asking them to give out more goals, because this is what the likes of Kylian Mbappe are known for. He's known for scoring many goals, known for running to your box. So he's asking more from them. And I think Thuram, because of the many chances he's missed, he's going to come wanting to show the Belgium side that he's going to score them. He's also going to come yearning for more. But however, Deschamps, I know the French team is very good at that. If they decide to come to you, they can still win their games, because I know Kylian Mbappe has to score. It's very hard for him to come in a match without scoring. He must produce either an assist or score goals. That is what he was meant for. That is why Madrid signed him, because he's a goal machine.
It's going to be hot in Düsseldorf tonight for that game, France against Belgium. So now let's dive into that game of Portugal, which is going to be played in the Frankfurt Arena tonight. We expected like the recent form for Portugal. They have won 4 games out of 6 and lost 2, including that game where they lost 2-0. So I think they are coming with that mentality. I don't think if it will affect them, that loss, but definitely in a tournament like this, it can really affect you mentally, generally as a team, it can affect you. But we are yet to see what the results will hold. And the recent form for Slovenia, the likes of Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko hasn't yet scored any goal for his national team. But I think tonight he can prove his worth, because of recent he was being looked upon with different clubs so keen to get him on board, to get him to their fold, but he hasn't yet showed us what he's capable of. I think he has this chance before they can be eliminated out of the competition. So their recent form for Slovenia, they have won. They have won 2 games and drew 4 out of 6. So they haven't lost any game. So they are coming to tonight's game without a loss, unlike Portugal, which has 2 losses. So what's your take about this fixture?
Mustafa, my take about this match, Portugal versus Slovenia, I think Portugal has a higher pedigree. It's going to win because it's very much experienced in these circumstances. However much it lost the previous match, but I think that match is going to prepare them more to be very, very good in today's match, because there was nothing to lose by then. They had already gone to the next stage. Although some people say that Portugal lost that match on purpose for them to survive Spain, So who knows? So let's wait on how it's going to happen, because I expect much from the likes of Ruben Diaz.
Yeah.
I expect much from the likes of Rafael Leao.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good boy, very talented. I know he's going to cause problems to the Slovenian side. And if you look at the Slovenian side, Oblak is a very good goalkeeper.
Very
He's been
good
communicating very well
goalkeeper.
with the defense. That is why you've said they've lost less matches from their
Yes.
previous games.
Yeah.
And I think we might see a Sesko goal today,
Okay.
because he's missed a lot of chances, I know, but he wants to show us that he's the right person to score goals for this team. And since he's been having hard times in the previous games, I know in today's match he's going to deliver a lot. Then Bernardo Silva is also a man to watch from the Portugal side. Then their captain Cristiano Ronaldo. The only problem I see with Cristiano Ronaldo is that he brings pressure to the team. There are times when he's just trying to stand there. He cannot do much because he's very now aging. He's my goat. I respect him, but age is age. If you're going to your 40s,
Yeah.
you cannot play the same. I
Yeah,
think he needs to play for about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Sit down, give the young boys time
Yeah.
to come and run, play, and score many goals. But he has to be there because he is part of the winning team. I know he's very, very good at talking to the younger players on what to do and guiding them. But today's matches are going to be very good. So the Slovenian side wants this match. It knows it can beat Portugal the same way Georgia beat Portugal. It motivates them. But still Portugal is going to come with angry faces and angry legs, wanting to dominate this match and win this match. So it's a match I expect Portugal to win. I don't think Slovenia. I don't see any chances of Slovenia. Yeah, because Portugal has a better pedigree than Slovenia.
I would give the credit to the Slovenian coach.
Okay.
And I think he's going to bring his boys. He will be telling them to stay relaxed, stay comfortable with the ball, because they have nothing to lose. They are coming to this game, they have nothing to lose. This is a big stage that they have so far achieved what they have.
Why do you say they have nothing to lose?
They have nothing to lose because they are facing a contender, a trophy contender, a favorite. They are facing a favorite.
Okay.
So they will come to prove, but they are not under any pressure.
Okay,
So I think it will bring, it will give them an opportunity to showcase what they can do best. I think if Portugal is to win, it's not gonna be an easy game. But if Portugal is to win, they can win with a very small margin, 1-0 or 2-1. That's my prediction. So our viewers, we shall be bringing you more of the previews and the reviews.
So what do you expect Slovenia to? How many goals do you expect Slovenia to score today?
1. Yeah.
1-0?
No, I'll give the victory to Portugal, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's not going to be an easy game. It's not going to be an easy fixture for Portugal.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
However much they have the squad, the good talents, the likes of Rafael, Leao, Cristiano Ronaldo, Bernardo Silva,
Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah. Yeah, but these boys for Slovenia, they'll come to prove a point.
Because Bruno Fernandes, if you look at how he plays, he was the player who created the most chances through pass last season.
Yeah.
So he's good at that.
Yeah.
Passing, he's very good at that. I know he's going to create problems for Slovenia today.
Yeah.
But let's wait and see what comes our way. You never know, things might turn around for Slovenia and they emerge winners or victorious in today's match.
Thank you, Abdurrahman.
Welcome.
So we shall be bringing you a lot of insights and previews, reviews about the sports at large, and particularly Euro 2024. Now let's, because of the ongoing competitions, clubs haven't been so active in this transfer window. Yeah. I think they will be active in the forthcoming weeks after the tournaments have been concluded. So far, it has been Chelsea. Now we have seen the likes of Manchester United, Albion, Brighton. When we look at Brighton, they are eyeing Diego Gomez from Inter Miami, that 21-year-old. They are trying to capture his signature, not in many days to come, because they have been having that project of buying and reselling players. We have seen the likes of Caicedo, the likes of Cucurella. They have sold them at really a very good price. So I think they're in good business if they're eyeing a player of Gomez's caliber. What's your take about this kind of business in transfer?
Yeah, I think from the Premier League, Brighton has done the best business. The way it markets its players and the way it looks out for those good stars. It makes them kings and princes during the match times, because if you see Caicedo, you see Cucurella, these are players who have been already sold to Chelsea. And you know Chelsea is the kind of club that if it happens to see a player come with talent, it's going to sign that player. So if the same is happening to Gomez, I know they're going to take him with him, because Inter Miami, there's nothing much for this young boy to do there. He has to shine. He's very young. He can still make more money in the future. So it's very good for him to come and join Brighton and Hove Albion to see how he goes with the team, because if he performs, he's a very good talent, you know. Other teams will see him. I don't know if it might be even Chelsea again. But like you say, the transfer has not been that been very solid. I think they're waiting for the competitions to calm down, the Copa America to calm down, the Euros to calm down, such that they sign these players without any pressure. And they're already seeing the stars shining. The coaches are analyzing. They've already seen the players to watch. They've seen the players to sign for their teams. But as for now, it's only Chelsea, I think, that is been very active because of the pressure that comes along with the coach. If you're a new coach, like I said, if you come to Chelsea, you're a new coach, you feel like you have to get rid of the older players and get the new players to dominate. And this is what Maresca is doing. I think this is why Chelsea is the only team that is very, very busy during this transfer window.
Manchester United. So I think they are trying to get into business before time is up, because Ten Hag is trying to do some real good recruitments. Because finishing in the mid-table position was really a very not so good performance from a coach of his caliber. So I think Manchester United is also doing some good work, some good job here, securing the signature of that technical director. You know, technical directors, they play a bigger role behind the curtain in signing and securing big players.
Dan Ashworth?
Dan Ashworth is a very good technical director from Newcastle United. They have agreed upon everything. He has been on a 4 months leave from Newcastle, but eventually he has signed for Manchester United and is going to start right away to do business in the transfer window. 23-year-old midfielder from PSG. I think is a very good suit and a replacement for Casemiro, of which Casemiro is about to leave the club. What's your take about this kind of recruitment?
Casemiro himself said in his words that the most difficult league he's been to is the Premier League. Because you could tell from the last matches he played Manchester United for, you could see how players were taking him down, the Michael Ollises. They could dodge him anyhow. He fell down like someone who was not a superstar before. So he said he's not seen a league as tough as this one. And also comparing his age, you can see he's a little bit older for this. So Manuel Ugarte from Paris Saint-Germain, if he happens to come to Manchester United, he's a very young, talented player. I know he's going to produce and be solid within the midfield to make sure that Manchester United happens to get back to the top 4 teams. Because when you look at Ten Hag, he's been criticized a lot, like you say, for bringing Manchester United to where it's not supposed to be, because it is a very good team that is known for performing better, winning trophies. At least in their bad seasons, they should end second, not 8th, not 9th or any other downer position. So Ten Hag is also being pressurized by the fans. They want more than this, because he's the kind of coach that is going to be 10th today and happens to win a Carabao. Then you're going to go silent. You're going to be like, I've won a trophy. The trophy is good, but fans need more. The fans that pay for tickets, the fans everywhere need more from Ten Hag than what he's done last season. So that is why they're also signing some of these talented players, trying to bring in the sporting director, Ashworth, like you say. So we're waiting to see next season. but the transfer is still open. We shall still wait and see on what happens next.
All right, Manchester United fans out there, expect the best out of Dan Ashworth. He's been in business, he's been doing good. So expect the best out of him. He'll be helping Ten Hag to deliver and to bring on very interesting talents on board. Today is 1st July. Mbappe's contract is starting today at Real Madrid, and they were so excited. So we shall be bringing you more updates and sports insights and reviews, previews, and the ongoing competitions and all the speculations, transfer in the transfer window, transfer rumors. Just stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, and share our content. Thank you, Abdurrahman.
Welcome, Mr. Mustafa.
We meet tomorrow
After today's matches.
after today's matches.
Okay.
Thank you. Stay tuned.